Hi my loves, and welcome to this channel. In today's reading, or in this first one, I would like to have a look at the collective energy and maybe some guidance from source. I don't know how about you, but wow, a lot of stuff that I thought that would like turn out in a certain way didn't turn out in like any way, and right now I'm at a point where I feel like there's a cat under my bed. There's absolutely a cat under my bed. But right, I absolutely feel like I'm stuck where I actually know that I'm not. I know that it is exactly where I'm meant to be, and I kind of see a pattern. So my cat is like right beside me. Oh my gosh. I'm very happy that he's here. So yeah, so I would say let's start off right now, and I'm going to have a look at some advice cards in the first. Of course, I'm going to draw some oracle cards, but I think seriously I'm not the only one who is feeling like um kind of cut out. So let's see what's coming. I think most of the energies are very much referring to, first of all, Mars uh, is currently stationary. I think that's the word, and is going retrograde, I believe, on the 10th of September. So I believe like one day after you are watching this video. The retrograde is going on until the 15th of November. So let's see. I'm just giving this deck a sweet shuffle, and then we are starting off with having a look at like some guidance cards and the overall energy, what this this whole feeling is about. So the first one, we have the World. The second is the Ace of Swords. The third one is the Hierophant, and the not the overarching energy. I want to draw a fourth one, which is the Ace of Wands. Wow. Overall energy is the Page of Wands. And the Four of Swords. Let me get some, oracle cards. Yeah, I know. The thing is like, see it as, you can see it as, God or the universe, or call it whatever you want it, is kind of testing us. In the end, it's just physics, The thing is that you have to, not you have to, you can see this some sort of, people sometimes ask, why am I not manifesting like instantly, like right now, even if I have lack mentality? Well, the point is that if, for example, you are a parent, okay, and you're having children, I mean, seriously, if they are 3 years old, would you just like, they are asking for a lighter, would you give it to them right away, even though you know that they don't really know how to handle fire? That's the point. That's the reason why we are not receiving what we are not, what we actually would like to receive. Um, for some of you, this is what I just hear. For some of you, it is like way bigger than what you actually hoped for. And for the other part, it is because you are blocking it out. Yeah, and I just hear like for some of you, it's absolutely both, because the point is that for some of you, the outcome is going to be so big, and I think it's like, this is like for everyone, okay? The outcome has a certain vibration. But you need to reach a certain vibrational point in order to draw this in. And this vibrational point is very much a mixture of of I just hear your energy and the energy that is surrounding you. Not why. Let me just dive in, okay? So um yeah, many of us, again, we are may feel some sort of stagnation, but what I can tell you, and seriously, this what I actually wanted to manifest is something that it is a big deal for me, and I think this is for most of you too. So I just want to let you know that I absolutely understand where you are, and that's why we have been reminded of, grounding ourselves throughout the previous weeks, for those that are subscribers of this channel. So a big thing, okay? So let's have a look at the energies that are currently surrounding us, okay? We are having the full moon in Aries, a fiery climax approaches. Yes. And again, I would really come into this point of the pace of your manifestation, or the pace of how not frequently, how smoothly you are kind of in this rhythm of give and take. This is, again, I see the Six of Pentacles, equal give and take. So um let me tell you why I'm coming to this, okay? So we're having the full moon in Aries. Seriously, the point is that the Mars retrograde is taking place in the sign of Aries. And I think it's also its hometown, what I think. But nonetheless, this is like Mars is fire, okay? And Aries is a fire sign, okay? So um, why I'm telling you about the pace of manifestation is because it's a full moon, okay? So we know that the energy is now surrounding us is like a full moon in Aries energy, which simply means that the harvest is like right in front of your door, okay? And let me pull another card. So I just want to tell you, the harvest is not on the full moon, it's the days after the full moon, okay? So what we are asked to do now, this is the indicator card for me, is that we just, like with the Page of Wands and the Four of Swords, are really just asked to live life, okay? Living our life and going towards and through it with confidence and willpower and adventurous feeling, okay? Not feeling bored is what I hear. You are very much asked to get into action, okay? And on the other side, taking care very much of grounding yourself, okay? Because when we have the card of the Aries full moon, fiery climax approaches, grounding yourself is something extremely vital for you. And let me just tell you from my point, I told you before that I am always like the one who is playing the Hierophant. This card is like somehow also for me, okay, that you are doing the Hierophant, and not every action that you are preaching is the one that you are, the things that you're preaching may not always be the things that you are walking, okay? So walking your talk is a big deal, okay? Because the point in walking your talk is that when body, mind, and soul are speaking the same language, or kind of singing the same song, because universe, one song, then you are completely in alignment. This is the definition of being in alignment, when the things that you feel, that you speak, and the things that you act, and you understand, when your whole being is talking the same language, then you are in alignment. And this is why we are asked to ground ourselves, to grounding ourselves and taking adventurous but balanced action, okay? Not being bored. So I would really like to have a clarifier on the world card as an advice. It is the Three of Swords, yes. The World card clarified by the Three of Swords really talks to me about closing out a cycle in regards to maybe where you have been hurt, okay? And what are you oh yeah, what this also is talking about, especially when we're talking about the full moon energies, it is about thank you. It is about decluttering your life. And this does not only talk about people, this does also talk, and actually first and foremost, before you cut out people like heck, you know, cut out the energies within yourself that are no longer serving you, okay? Especially when we're having the Page of Wands, which is very much about self-worth and confidence, you know, fresh, confident, and self-worth based energy, okay? Due to the fact that we have been in the Four of Swords, that you have been grounding yourselves, okay? So let me get a clarify on the Ace of Swords. We have the Four of Pentacles, yes. You know, this is very much tied to the World card and the Three of Swords because you're closing out a cycle, which actually talks the full moon, okay? You're closing out an old cycle, okay, in order to start a new one on the new moon, I think, which is the 17th of September, I believe. But you know, the point is here. With the World card and the Three of Swords and the Ace of Swords and the Four of Pentacles, it is very much talking about releasing it. Okay, trusting your intuition, what it is that it's needed to be released from your life. And gaining your confidence behind this, okay, standing up for yourself. It does, and this is now a reminder what I'm getting, very important, especially in this week, try to really stay more in this mode, okay? Standing up for yourself is a good thing. You always hear me saying this. Standing up for yourself is always great, is always needed. Yeah, your inner child is really grateful for something like that. But what is absolutely not necessary is being defensive. And especially when we are talking about Mars energy, when we're talking about the full moon in Aries energy, this is really, things are heating up, okay? So please ground yourself, rest, rejuvenate, nourish yourself. You seriously, I learned it like that. It's really, I learned it like that. You know, the point is the last days I have been feeling like very much, how do I say this? I didn't feel very secure within. And actually these happenings in the last days would usually bring me to the point of frustration, would have usually brought me to a place of I'm giving up, especially in regards to YouTube. And I said usually, but this is now the point where I am. The Ace of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. I know that this mindset, what I have, is not serving me. And this whole thing that I'm doing here, I'm doing this in first place as, how do I say this? Because this is my bliss. Okay? And I cannot tell you what a wonderful feeling it is to sit here and recording for you and doing this. And yeah, absolutely, it's a very selfish stuff, you know, but you know, this is the point. With me being selfish and nurturing myself and really doing something that I absolutely love and that I'm having such a fun in doing it, I do not only support myself, but I also support others. And this is why I'm here. You know, this is for me the first energetical exchange, that I'm helping you and you are actually helping me because I'm recording this video. Okay, so this is the energetic exchange. So let me get a clarifier on the Hierophant. The Two of Swords, yes. And this is very much related to what I just told. The Hierophant is not only talking about marriage, is not only talking about walking your talk, but it is also talking about your commitment, okay? And the Two of Swords is like really being in your head, cannot really decide what you would like to commit to, what it is that you want. But in this case, this is like, I do really feel that it's just like a foreplay for this card. In this case, ask yourself really this question: why the heck are you doing all of these things? Reminding yourself of why you are doing these things that you are currently doing. Reminding yourself often enough of what it is that you are working towards. And again, big time, guys, this is not meant to be a struggle. That's the point. That's why we have here the Four of Swords and the Page of Wands. Okay, this is not meant to be, oh my gosh, I'm working my ass off, I'm like almost at a burnout point, but I keep on pushing. You are not going to manifest anything from this point. So I do absolutely understand that when I'm telling you now, you need to take a step back, does not mean for you to stop the project that you are currently working on. But stepping back in the sense of that, being aware of the fact that the action that you are taking when you are not in balance might usually not have the outcome that you would like it to be. Okay, don't force something. As always, don't force something. Okay, so what I mean with this is you are absolutely asked to take a step back in order to realign yourself. Do something that makes you happy. Okay, this is the most important point. Let me get another yeah, by the way, a fiery climax approaches is also a beautiful synonym for there is a huge momentum, energetic momentum building right now. And again, the more you are in alignment, okay, and the more you don't see these things that are currently, quote unquote, standing in your way as some sort of blessings. These things are here to point out where you are still asked to heal and focus. They are not, what is the saying? Life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. Yeah, that sounds so romantic. I know. And for those of you that are seriously struggling right now, I do understand that this is like, that this might feel as a joke, what I'm saying. But I cannot really tell you more than it is what it is. I cannot tell you more than this, okay? So the next Moonology card is Emotions Are Running High. This is just like, you know, confirmation for what I just said. And we have Step Out of Your Comfort Zone. Yes. Stepping out of your comfort zone in regards to really seeing yourself like freaking naked. Like really seeing like your whole being. Okay, this is seriously stepping out of the comfort zone for many of us. Okay, so even me, today I really faced some some situations where I can absolutely say that I'm very grateful for the progress that I've been making, because otherwise I would not even sit here and record this video. So applaud yourself for this. Applaud yourself that you're still here, because this year was huge until now. Okay, this is also a thing. Let me get some spirit animal cards for you in order to close out the reading with, of course, some other oracle cards. That took me long. Okay, so freedom is yours. Yes. Number 33. This is so beautiful. So number 33 is again the amplified notion of alignment, and of course union is what I just heard, okay? Because two energies are creating a third one, okay? This is also when you balance out your inner divine masculine and inner divine feminine. Inner divine feminine, inner divine masculine. Okay? Action, passive. Okay? So, the next one that we have is let it shine. Yes, step out of your comfort zone, let it shine. And you know, the thing is that for some it might also be a stepping out of the comfort zone, like, you know, somehow deep inside of yourself, you absolutely know that there's nothing that you should be worrying about. This is like for me, okay? There's nothing that I should be worried about. Everything is turning out in my favor. I'm still at this point and I'm like really not going away because it's not a freaking option for me. So, stepping out of your comfort zone by acknowledging that everything is okay, whereas your surroundings are having a completely different opinion about what is going on currently. This is understandable. You know, I do absolutely understand this. That if others, you know, feel that this is like a complete catastrophe, you know, this is just, you know, this is perception. Okay, trust your perception in this point. And when your perception tells you that everything is like going crazy, you know that you might not be in alignment. Okay, so the next card that we have is the abundant universe will provide. Yeah, this is actually simply a reminder about like you are being taken care of big time. Okay, and listen to me. I would like to this goes, you know, especially to those that are maybe really have been waiting for something to happen and it didn't turn out in any way that you've been planning it. Like plan A, B, and C is like completely over and you didn't have any plan D. You know, for those of you that are in this situation, let me tell you, I think right now this is like absolutely a time where we should absolutely support each other as much as possible, being uplifting towards each other as much as possible. This is not only about, you know, me or you as a single person. This is about the collective. This is about, you know, that each and every one of us is like almost each and every one of us is going through this stuff in some shape or form. Okay. Some are so aligned and so balanced that it feels like some sort of like on like on a surface level, you know, not very deep, not very heavy. But there are some they're really feeling that they go through a shift, and we should absolutely support them. This is why we're here. I don't really care whether you consider yourself being a light worker or whatever you name it. Don't you really believe that we should really support each other and uplift each other if we can? You know, as long as you're standing, reach your hand to those that are still like on the floor. So why not doing it? Why not supporting each other? You know, energy is energy is there in a very, how do I say this? There will never be a lack. Okay, because I know that this is what I've been experiencing in the past, and maybe this is really something that I still need to let go of because I really didn't understand it. That people don't sometimes don't want to support someone else, not because they don't want to support him, but just that because they have their own lack mentality. They believe maybe they're giving off of something of them that they may not get back in return. But the point is, the reason why, if they give and they don't get it back in return, then there is a blockage, okay? And that's something that I'm experiencing currently. And this and I absolutely know where this blockage is, and that's totally okay. So I'm just, it's trial and error. We're doing it over and over and over again, as long as it needs to happen. And that's okay. The thing is, sometimes things take time. I know that many of you might want things to happen like right away, but as long as you want it, it is not going to happen, because you are too attached to it. That's why I'm telling always you guys that working on your confidence and on your self-worth is key in order to manifest, because you have to know that you're freaking worthy of getting it. Otherwise, you're not getting it. So why working on techniques about how to manifest when you don't bring the baseline that you need to be provided with into this game? Okay, that's actually the reason why I'm doing those readings. I just want to support you and giving you the tools in order to help yourself. Okay, so, and the biggest tool to help yourself is really healing your inner child, and providing yourself with all the things that this job, this partnership, or this money, or this car, or a different lifestyle will provide you with, but only for a certain amount of time. Okay, because you will never be fulfilled. This is a promise. You will never feel a sense of fulfillment if you are always looking in the external. Okay, doesn't matter whether it's something material or something in a human form. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so I would like to close out the reading with some additional advices for you guys. Wow, I needed this so fucking much. I'm not sorry for cussing. So, let us see. Let us see. It's a little bit like you would pronounce Letuce. I think this, cabbage. I think it's cabbage. Funny. Yeah. So, let's see. No, that was actually not that much funny, but I love playing with words. It is so freaking funny. I just love this. So, okay, let's see. The first advice card for you guys is visualize. Yes. Visualize is, in fact, something that I really started to implement in my night routine, or even in my meditation routine, visualizing what it is that you want. Because, the thing is that when you start visualizing it, the more often you visualize it, the more your brain has the possibility to create an emotion fitting to the situation. This is this is how our brain works. Okay, you can absolutely support it with doing the focus wheel. Very much, especially when we're talking about gaining confidence and healing your inner child and stuff like that. So we have creating a schedule. Yeah, simply very much connected to the Four of Swords, grounding yourself. This is creating a schedule. And simply because this schedule is giving you some sort of security, okay? Something that you can rely on. We have meeting friends, yes, getting out of your head. This is also implemented by the Four of Swords. Yoga. Yoga is very much it's very much tied to the card of stepping out of your comfort zone. This is actually what you really do when you're doing yoga. It is like you are the universe. You know, this is how the universe expands. This is how the universe expands. And this now again, I really have this imagery in my head from Wikipedia, because once I was reading about what is this the second rule of thermodynamics, I think it is. And this is, I swear, this is exactly how I do. I understand nothing about this, but this is what I really believe, how the universe expands, like the mechanics behind this. And this is also what you are doing, because again, I have, I can only relate to vibrations. Okay, so I have like not very much knowledge about this, but I know that this is the way how the universe expands, like the mechanics of the second rule of thermodynamics. But the point is, in yoga, this is another, another link. In yoga, you are the more often you are stretching yourself, the more flexible you are getting. Okay, and this is how you expand your comfort zone, because you are, when you're doing yoga like in a certain way, it sometimes might pain a little bit, but this is like the birthing process of something new, more flexibility. Okay, so another card is working out. Yes. Thank you for the reminder. Yes, absolutely, working out. Man, I could really need some, I don't know, something like a, what is this called? It's a shame that I don't even know what this is called. Someone who is like a workout trainer, private training, I don't know. Probably. Okay, so let's get another last three cards. The first one is use your hands. Yes. And what this actually talks about, when, for example, using your hands, you're doing something creative, you are just like, you're so into this creative work that you are, everything is like from the mechanics on autopilot. For example, it is actually, I'm very happy that we are drawing this card, because on Thursday I'm going to have a bridal makeup. Not I'm going to have one, I'm doing one. And this is really something where I can lose myself in, like for hours. And I swear, for hours, because the when I was doing my makeup artistry school, my my last my last test was like doing some kind of what is this called, like, yeah, creative makeup. It's some sort of editorial, but not quite. It's a fantasy makeup, and it took me 3 hours, about 3 hours, but it was worth it. Every minute was worth it. I just love the outcome. Anyways, so the next card for you guys is spend time with friends. Again, meeting friends, then spend time with friends, simply getting out of your head. Enjoy, have fun. This is what the Page of Wands is also talking about. And alone time, again, related to the Four of Swords, of grounding yourself. Alone time is a big thing, because since the energies around us are really heating up, and this is what I absolutely feel. And really, I don't know, taking a step back and recharging yourself, nurturing yourself, mothering yourself. Okay, guys? So that was the collective reading. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I am so grateful for this. Like, beautiful. That's awesome, really. Okay, So enough said, and I'm closing out the video, and I'm wishing you a beautiful day, and yeah.